Hey baby, you want to go to this theater?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely. This place has got bogeys.
Tell me more. What do you see?
Boy, if we're talking about haunted, this is all the metrics of like way over the top, dude. There are beings all over this place. I'm gonna just go outside here for a second. Gotta take a break. Oh, thanks. Thanks, everybody.
So good.
So now, I feel a lot better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so living multidimensionally, random walk down to town. I don't want to say the name right now. Just out to have fun, really. But of course, living multidimensionally, the awareness pulls in, and my system is constantly viewing and seeing, perceiving things in all kinds of ways. So, walked by a theater, super deep, lots of beings, lots of people say it was haunted, super duper haunted. If I'm doing that, and there's a difference between me wanting to shift or checking in to see what the whole thing is going to look like. In this case, that whole area didn't want to be touched, and this is all about choice in this space. Excuse me, my words are going to go very down quickly because there's too much noise going on. This is all about choice, and if I'm consciously walking this and I'm working with the energies around me and how I'm perceiving and wanting to shift it via compassion, love, creativity, all of those creative modes and formats, everything is about choice. If there was something there that would have grabbed me and said, hey, I want to shift the frequency in here, then I would have immediately worked it. But since there was none of that, I leave that up to whatever it's doing, because that's its choice. And then it took me a while to come down and walk it off. And then there was a crystal shop that I stood by for a long period of time, and then I was back on top of it and talking again. But yeah, that's what it took.
When you walk through an area downtown, what is the first thing that you notice energetically?
The first thing I notice energetically is that it's very multi-layered. We're talking about multidimensional, right? So I'm going to experience everything like a multi-layered storybook. Meaning there's probably about 70 different stories that I'm seeing, depending on like which angle of the street I'm looking at and feeling. But also too, I don't have to see a building or a place to see like the energy or the frequency of the space. As we know, energy interacts with each other. You can interact with energy via quantum entanglement wherever you're at. So I can close my eyes essentially and walk the entire space without actually having to see what the buildings were and read the energy. I'm seeing the history. I'm seeing what happened in the space from Earth, ground up. I'm seeing false stories. I'm seeing dead people. I'm seeing each part and piece, each store, what frequency it has, who's working there, what's the overall vibration of it. It's a lot of input all at once, man, I'm telling you.
How does your body respond when you enter different parts of the city?
It responds to every tiny facet, because to me, the internal experience for me is I can feel every single neuron shooting. I can feel my cells and my organs working together to collectively perceive things. So if the frequency drops, it's a big go up. My whole body's gonna drop. My stomach's probably gonna feel off. If the frequency is high, generally there's a high excitement in my body. I get really happy. I'm skipping around. It just feels really good, and it feels really natural to me. There are frequencies in my perception field that are unknown, and that's where I am in non-judgment of it, because if I don't know it, like, I'm not going to judge it. I don't know what it is. It could be something hidden. It could be a matrix. It could be a portal. It could be all kinds of things. So I'm gonna meet that with ease on an eye level, and sometimes it doesn't want me to meet it, which is totally fine. But I'm a very curious person by nature, so I'm always like, ooh, what's around the corner? Do I get surprised all the time? And I also like to surprise myself. So
Do you ever sense the history of a place before you learn about it?
absolutely, days beforehand. So information comes to me generally 2 or 3 days beforehand. I'm traversing it, whether that is in there's a car, whether that is in vision at night, whether that is in, sometimes it comes around me in a movie field, and I can usually tell, like tonight we walked down a city and I could see different parts and fragments of my storyline that had been there from like 3 days before, so I knew I was gonna hit that.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do crowded areas affect you?
Okay, so I'm gonna express this in, like, my entire perception field is a mega screen with multiple different channels on it. And so if I'm in a room with a bunch of crowded people, I can also see what they're projecting. So each one of those is going to be on one of my screens. So you can imagine if I'm in a room filled with 50,000 people and they all have a little mega screen, a little screen on my mega screen.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's a lot. That's a lot of information, and that's because I'm interacting with their field. Because I'm interacting with your field right now. I'm going to be feeling and touching up against your field. That's how our electrons and neutrons work. We're interacting constantly with each other all the time. But I will say this: in a crowded space, it is not my favorite thing. I don't particularly like it. I do have ways of shielding if I need to do that, if I need to, but generally you won't find me there. I'm getting cold on this bridge.
Have you ever changed your behavior or purchase decisions based on the energetics of a business?
Absolutely. I mean, it's all based on energetics. Of course, under my own unraveling and my own internal remembering and sovereignty, right? I'm always going to go by vibration and feeling first, and my gut. It's a very instant yes or no, whether I'm going to buy that in space. Do things like interact with it that make that choice? Absolutely. Because, like, say if I'm on an online, that's why I don't like buying online, because I can't really get the whole immersive experience in it. And I'm an experiencer. I'm a fun player and experiencer, so I would prefer to go into a store and have an experience, and I'm gonna have a whole body sensation. Like, I just went to stores last week to get some shoes, and it's really interesting because I went to 3 stores, and every single one of them I was like, I want that pair. That's exciting. It looks super fun, right? And every single store, it was the last one that they had that was on out for display, and it was always one size too big. And I was like, yeah, not hitting it, because for me, I want it to be an intentional, this is easeful, I'm having a really good experience. I'd like the people around me to be excited about what they're doing, right? It's purposeful. And then I walked into a store where everything was just laid out perfectly. The person was absolutely incredible, hit all the spots, and I got the right shoes for me, and I also had to get out of my head and my way to do that, because my body is the one who's articulating and communicating. So my body also didn't want what I was thought I was choosing before that looked really sparkly and shiny. My body was like, I would like this to be comfortable, easeful, fun, and that's what happened.
Well, we've done that with restaurants too, where we looked up a place. We totally wanted to eat there. We're excited about it. And then we walked in, and what happened?
No.
Walked right back out.
Absolute no.
Yeah.
The whole nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And for anybody watching this, and I know there's lots of you out there doing the same thing, trust yourself. Just get out there, trust your gut, and don't be afraid to say no. And yeah, really feel into what's going to be your best experience, what's going to feel really good and exciting to you, because that's going to keep increasing your vibe. Hit me, baby, one